Hello, Snailers. Welcome home, Snailers. Hello. How are you guys today? I woke up from a nap, so I'm tired. It was a very intense nap, so I didn't get any sleep in it. You know when you have very intense dreams? And like, it's got your brain like moving at 1,000,000 miles per second, and then when you wake up, you're still tired because you were literally using your brain too much in the dream. That's how I feel right now. I took a nap. It didn't fix anything. It made it worse. It made my brain hurt more. Can you believe it? Did I wake up mid-REM? Bro, I don't think I ever get REM sleep. I don't think that's an option that exists in my brain. REM sleep? We're like awake. I don't know. I don't know. I swear, when I used to use, when I was younger and I used to get really bad sleep, I would use those sleep apps to monitor my sleep, and half the time they would just say, yeah, you were awake. I'm like, are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure I was asleep, and they're like, no, you're awake. How long did you get in REM sleep? 5 minutes, maybe, you know. 5 minutes REM sleep? I don't sleep, apparently. But I sleep, like, a lot. But I guess I just don't sleep good. Yeah, I love sleeping. I just don't think I sleep very good. I'm bad at it, you know? I'm just bad at sleeping. It's a problem. It's a problem. Anyway, hello everyone. How are you guys today? I hope you got some good sleep. It's been a hot minuto. It's been a hot minuto. Un minuto since we last talked. So, how are you guys? Are you excited to look through my camera roll? I've picked out photos just for you guys. Lots of photos that I've gathered over the many years. Sorry. As you guys know, I don't like people, but I do love touching grass. You know, I'm kind of like I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm definitely a neat, but like I love the outdoors. I just hate the people, you know. I don't like people. The smell. Well, I mean, I smell too, but you know, we don't talk about that. I love nature. I love plants. I love animals. And I just don't like the people who ruin it for everybody, especially the animals. So, whenever I go out, I take pictures of nature because I have an application on my phone, on my telephono, that tracks things like it's a game, but it's not a game. It's real life, you know. You take pictures of plants and animals, and it like, what's it called? It categorizes and like tells you the species of them. It's pretty accurate most of the time. Sometimes it gets it wrong. And I have collected so many plants and animals. Let me just give you guys a review of how many plants and animals I have collected on my app. Yes, Seek by iNaturalist is exactly what it is. It's a very good app. If you like games, but you also like nature, it's like a nature game, you know? You take pictures and you collect them. It's like Pokemon, except with real nature. Okay, let me see how many observations I have. My game is broken. My phone is broken! I found lots of mushrooms. You just gotta know where to look. And also, it's gotta be the right season. Because obviously, mushrooms don't really grow in summer. Or like, deep winter. Okay, so I honestly thought I would have more than this, but I have 246 plants observations. 24 insects. Insects are kind of hard to photograph because a lot of times they're moving. I have 19 fungi because most of the time I'm taking pictures of the same fungi over and over and over again. Wait, whatever. I have 11 birds, 5 arachnids, 4 mollusks. Oh, I have a snail, 3 amphibians, 2 mammals. Only 2? It's kind of surprising. And 1 fish. Oh, and then 6 other species. Interessante. Very cool. Very, very cool. Fish!
Fish!
Fish! Yes. We could look at Snail's nature pictures. Yes, maybe in the future. Perhaps. Perhaps we could do that. Fish! Fish! Yes, I have 6 alien species. It's a variety of things. But anyway, so I have collected, obviously, many observations over the years. But, I have procured a selection of those photos of the best ones, and we're going to look at them and we're going to talk about them, and I am going to tell you about them. Yeah. Starting with this one. There's a fly. It didn't identify the fly. I think it identified the flower, but I like the fly on this picture. Anybody know what kind of fly that is? Kind of looks like a sweat bee. No, not a sweat bee. Definitely not a bee. Just a fly. One of those mimic flies, maybe. I was on a flower. Where's the flower called? Stinky flower. This flower is stinky. Or I always assume they're stinky because there's flies on them. Okay, wait, let me find what it's called. It's not called stinky flower. Probably, maybe. Mayhaps. Stinky flower. It's not a green bottle. A green bottle butterfly? What? Yeah, that's not a butterfly. You're right. You're so right. Oh, is this it? No, that's not it. Is it? That's not it. Wait, is it? I don't think that's right. Is it? Oh my god. Oh! I know what it's called! Oh, green bottle fly. Oh! That makes sense. Makes more sense than a butterfly. Okay, so this plant is the buckwheat. It is a buckwheat plant. I don't know what the fuck buckwheat does. Can you read it? Maybe. It's pink. Do I think it tastes good? I don't know. And then we got Mr. Fly here, and I don't know what kind of fly that is, but he's got a little, he's cute. He's a cute little fly. I always assume when there's flies on things that they're stinky. But in reality, flies are also pollinators. They pollinate stuff. Just like bees do. Just like wasps. Wasps also pollinate. All kinds of things pollinate. Well, technically humans can pollinate too, but you know, we're not the best at it. But yeah, he's probably pollinating. Without wasps, we wouldn't have figs. Yes, fig wasps. But not all wasps make their babies inside of figs. Some wasps make their babies inside of spiders. Actually, most wasps make their babies inside of other animals. There's a lot of parasitoid wasps out there. Have you ever seen a tarantula hawk kidnap a tarantula? It's freaking crazy because they're tiny and then the tarantulas are giant and they can literally paralyze it and then drag it to their hole. I don't know how they're that strong. They don't even look that buff, but it's crazy. Okay. Is the music okay? Can you hear the music? Or is it too loud? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? Oh! Oh! Can you hear me make crow noises? Ah! Ah! Okay. Next photo. Does anybody know what this is? Does anybody know what this is? Pop quiz. What the heck is this? So what the heck is that? What the heck is this? It's a cicada! Cicada! Actually, it's not a big cicada. It's a very small cicada. As you can see, it's smaller than my finger. What's that noise? Is that a cicada? So something about we don't get many cicadas where I live. We don't get many cicadas, so whenever I find a cicada, or whenever I hear a cicada rather, I go and I track them down and I grab them, and they're very stupid little creatures, you know, they don't live for very long. Some cicadas live underground, sleep for 30 years. There's the 7-year cicada. There's like, if you look into it, so there's a map of like when cicadas go to sleep and when they wake up, and like people monitor it. They monitor it. And different species of cicadas live underground for different amounts of time. But yes, typically, the average cicada will live most of its life sleeping underneath the ground, and then they'll live only for like a week or so above ground, which is so silly. Can you imagine? Actually, you know what? That sounds like a great life. I want to sleep underground my whole life. That sounds warm and cozy, and then I have like 1 week to do my job, and then I die. Yeah, that sounds nice. Some people hate the sound of cicadas, some people love the sound of cicadas. They all synced up recently? Did they? Oh, that's cool. Cicadas are very interesting. They make different noises. But unfortunately, I don't actually know too much about cicadas since I don't live in a place that has a lot of them. If you've ever held a cicada, you know, well actually you might not know, but did you know that if you try and hold a cicada, they're really stupid creatures, so they'll think that your hand is a tree, and they will stick out their pointy ass proboscis and stab you and try and suck out your sticky sap, but instead of getting sticky sap, they probably get nothing, or they get blood, and then they're like, ew, what the frick? I've had a cicada suck me before. And they're really stupid because they'll suck you and they'll be like, ew, what's this? And then they'll walk like 5 steps to the left, and then they'll try it again, and they'll be like, ew, what the fuck is this? And then they'll do it again. It's like, bro, how stupid are you? They're very calm, they're very dumb, but yes, technically cicadas can suck you. They can suck your blood. They can suck your blood. Suck your blood. And I think it's cute and silly. The ones near me don't have mouth parts, they just die. Oh! I didn't know those were... I don't know too much about cicadas, but yeah, the ones I've held, they have proboscises because they suck the sap out of trees, and they've tried to suck me before. And it hurts, it's like being stabbed with a needle. It's a fungus that does horrible things to cicadas. Specifically cicadas? There's, oh, what's that fungus called? There's a, what's the one that uses the host body of an insect and grows into a mushroom? Oh, cordyceps. Yes. Did you know that cordyceps? I don't think I have any pictures of cordyceps, but did you know that cordyceps they use the host body of whatever they're taking over, typically an insect, almost always an insect, and they will basically use that as like the seed to start their fungus. So if you find a cordyceps mushroom and you pull it up out of the ground, the root of it at the very end is actually the dead corpse of whatever it used to grow. That's not crazy. It's they turn the body into like a seed almost. It's so cool. Cordyceps is crazy. I love it. I love it. Don't like that. You love it. You love it. Okay. Next, we have a lot of photos to go through. We have whatever the fuck this is. Pretty flowers. Honestly, these flowers look like they'd smell. You know when you can look at a flower and you can just tell kind of like what it would smell like? This looks like it'd be a stinky flower. I'm gonna find what it's called. Does anybody know what it is? I've got to go through. I found it already. God, that was fast. Ooh. I'll let you guys guess before I spoil what this is. Flower. 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 Many flower. Multiple flower. Lots of flower. It's kind of zoomed in. But this is like one limb of it. It's like a flowery limb. Instead of having a hand at the end of its limb, it's got flowers. It's like a cheerleader with pom-poms. Okay, this is tree aeonium. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Tree aeonium, tree house leek, or Irish rose. It's a succulent. Succulent subtropical subshrub. Subshrub? Subshrub. That's a funny word. Subshrub. Subshrub. Yeah, it's tree ionia. It comes off of succulents. It's part of a succulent. Is it cactus? Yeah, you can't see any of the succulents in this picture, but apparently it was attached to a big old succulent. Oh, this is one of my favorite flowers because it's so silly. I love this flower. Can you tell me what flower this is? If you guess right, I'll give you a little golden star sticker on your forehead. Dandelion. No! Trying to find the exact name. Un momento, por favor. Where is it? Scrolling through my 246 things every time is gonna be a pain in the butt, but you know what? It's fine. Where the hell are you? Wait, it's not on my list. Why isn't this on my list? Damn it. Did my thing not identify this correctly? It might not have. Frick! What the heck? What the heckity? Okay, well, I believe this is it's a sunflower. It is a sunflower. It is, I think, called, a woolly sunflower or something? Teddy bear sunflower. Yes, teddy bear sunflower. Why the hell did my thing not register that? It's a teddy bear sunflower. It's a big, fluffy sunflower. It doesn't even really look like a sunflower, but it is a sunflower. It's a big boy. It's a big boy. Look how cute it is. I love it. I love it. Just want to pet it. It'll make a good pillow. It was very big too. It's a big flower, not small. Big flower, like a sunflower. Oh, okay. This sounds cool too. Does anybody know what kind of plant this is? It's a very cool plant. Very interesting plant, if you know what it is. Well, it is aloe, but it's a little more than just aloe. You know, it's got another name. Spider plant, no. Hello, part 2! Well, it's actually, it's an agave plant, but the thing that's cool about it is it's a Sentry plant. And what is a Sentry plant? It's a plant that lives for centuries. This is a very old plant. It is the American agave plant, or American Sentry plant, or American aloe. Call it whatever, I guess. Tequila! You eat it? Yeah, if it's aloe, you can eat it. People use it and put it on like their burns and shit. Fuck off, Google. My phone keeps trying to open Google. Stop it! Yeah, so Sentry plants are basically gigantic succulents that they live for centuries, and once they bloom, they have a bloom every they bloom at the very end of their life. They do one big bloom where a big old flower will pop out, and it will tower above the plant, and then it fucking dies. And that is the life of a Sentry plant. And when I say like it's a giant flower, like they're very big. Big flower. It's cool. Well, some of them it's 100 years, some of it's like 30 years. It takes centuries, basically. Okay. What kind of butterfly is this? What kind? What kind? This is, I believe a black swallowtail butterfly. Or maybe it's... Hold on. Oh, God. Yes. Or maybe it's an anise swallowtail. Does anybody know the difference? I don't. It's a swallowtail, bro. Oh, it's an anise swallowtail. Okay, anise swallowtail. I'm wrong. It's not black swallowtail because it would be more black if it was a black swallowtail. It's an anise swallowtail. And I love swallowtail butterflies. They're so cute, and fluffy. And every year we have lots of fennel, and their little caterpillars will grow on the fennel because they lay their eggs on the fennel, and the baby caterpillars eat the fennel. That is their food, and then they cocoon themselves. They crystallize, and then they become big swallowtail butterflies. It's very cool. So a lot of times when I see fennel during like the spring or the summer, I will go around looking for swallowtail caterpillars, and I would keep them when I was younger, and I would grow them into swallowtail butterflies, but the fennel would go bad really fast, and I don't have fennel growing in my backyard. So we also eat a fuck ton of it. They eat so much fennel, bro. These guys eat so much fennel. Big, fat, chunky fennel caterpillars. I have a picture of one of the caterpillars later, but I don't think it's after this one. It's somewhere. This is in no particular order. I just dumped a bunch of photos in here, so. Oh, also you can see my shark slipper. You can see my shark slipper. Is that my slipper or is that my foot? Yeah, that must be my foot. Am I wearing socks and sandals? Probably. Yes. Anyway. Ooh. Sea lavender. This is sea lavender. Because it grows by the sea. I don't think it smells like lavender though. Isn't it pretty? There's really not much to say about this, but it's a very cool looking plant and it grows big and these little tiny flowers, and when you feel it, it kind of feels like tissue paper. They feel like tissue paper when you touch it. When you touch them, they feel like tissue paper. Purple. Yeah. Oh, oh. Can everybody tell me what this plant is? What plant is this? These guys have a funny name, but I don't call it by the funny name. But I will tell you the funny name as soon as I look it up. Okay. Look at the leaves. The hint is look at the leaves. Look at the leaves. You can tell what kind of plant this is by the leaves it has. You guys are bad at this. Okay, so this is an ice plant. Ice plant! This is an ice plant, also known as sour fig, because these plants actually bear fruits. Little sour fig fruits. I've never gotten to taste one. I've always heard you can get the fruits off of these things, but I've never even seen one. But I always look for them. I want to try one of their little fig fruits. It's not actually a fig, that's just what they're called, sour fig. But yeah, they're ice plants, so often by the water, salt water. And they're funny, the funny flower name. The funny flower name it has is Sally My Handsome. I don't know why it's called Sally My Handsome, but it is. That's what they call the flowers. Somewhere they use that they called them that. I don't know why. But yeah. Sally My Handsome. Sally My Handsome. That's just what the flowers are called. Somebody named them that. I don't know why. But yes, I know them more as ice plants. Or sour figs, and I'm always looking for those fruits on them. I'm always looking for the fruits. One day I'll get to eat one of their fruits. One day. Okay. Can anybody tell me what bug this is? If you get it wrong, I'm gonna stab you in the eye. It's not that hard! Is it a bee? A bee? It's a bumblebee! I always love when I can get really good pictures of like up-close bugs because typically they're very hard to photograph because they move so much. Bees don't really like to sit still when you shove a camera in their face. Normally they'll buzz around and be like beep beep. I also have a habit of liking to pet bees. I like to take pictures of them, but I also like to pet them, especially bumblebees because they're like super fluffy on their head. Yes, they're so fuzzy. And I've never ever been stung by a bee in my life. And I pet bees on a regular basis. But yes, look at how cute! I love bumblebees. Did you know that bumblebees are a natural pollinators in the US? They're native pollinators. Did you know that honeybees, however, are not native pollinators? Bet you didn't know that. We brought all the honeybees into the US. But bumblebees, they came from here. Bumblebees are native. Honeybees are not. And some people argue that we shouldn't have so many honeybees and people should stop keeping them and instead keep things like bumblebees, even though they're harder to keep and take care of, because they're not native and they're taking the place of our native pollinators. They're taking their jobs! They're taking their jobs! They're gonna take the bumblebees' jobs, and then they're not gonna have jobs anymore, and then they're gonna die. That is kind of what's happening. How can you tell the difference? Bumblebees are fluffy. They're fluffier and they're fatter. Regular bees, they're skinnier and they're more like. It's just, when you see them close up, you'll know. Sally, my handsomes are from South Africa and aren't native. I know! Plants are different, though. Plants are different. You know why plants are different? Because they stay in one place, typically, most of the time. Unless they get up and walk away. But bees, however, they travel. And then people breed them. So, I don't know. I still love honeybees. I also love bumblebees. But, that's just fun fact for you. Fun fact. Honeybees are not American. They're European. How dare they? Okay, next. Oh, this is a very old photo. Alright. Pop quiz. What insect is this? This should be easy too. Very, very easy. Very, very easy. This is Orchid mantis. A couple of years ago, I had a pet orchid mantis. Unfortunately, they only live for about a year. So obviously I don't have her anymore. She died a long time ago. But aren't they beautiful? They're so cute. Look at that big butt. Look at her beautiful butt. She's so cute. I love mantises. They're so fun to watch. They're very aggressive. Well, they're not aggressive. They're brutal. That's the word I want to use. Brutal. Because you feed them something and they will rip its head off and eat it alive. And it's like crazy because they're so beautiful and elegant. And then they just absolutely demolish an insect right in front of your eyes. And it's like, bro, what the hell? Yes, they'll like rip its head off and eat it. They've got little knife hands, you know? Knife hands! Is it single? Well, it's dead, so I mean, if you're into that. I love this picture. I think this is just a really good picture by accident. One year there was just a lot of mushrooms growing. And this was one of the mushrooms I found. And it like, for some reason, like, grew upwards in a cup shape. And then I guess I took the picture at the perfect moment because a raindrop landed in it and made it ripple. And it's just like, it looks so freaking cool, bro. I love this picture. Well, don't drink from it. You probably get very sick and possibly die. Don't drink from this. But yes, this is an amanita. It's a very poisonous mushroom. It's also a very common mushroom. And some people who are fucking insane, by the way, some people will take these mushrooms and they'll like put it in the oven and then they'll make it into tea and then they'll get super fucking high. And then some of them die doing that. Just not do that, but fun fact, I guess. Yes, this is an amanita mushroom or fly agaric. Very poisonous. Do not eat. The red and the spots should tell you do not eat. Bad. Do not eat. But very cool. Very cool. Very pretty. I love finding these mushrooms, and I love it when I find them and they're really big. I have a couple more pictures of these mushrooms because I find them every time it rains, pretty much. That is a mega mushroom. It's a very good. This is one of the biggest ones I've seen. Yeah, one of the biggest ones. You can eat it, but only once. Yeah, typically that's how it goes. Ah, pretty. I wish I had a better camera, but sometimes the photos I take with my phone camera look really, really nice. Like this one. This one I feel like came out really good looking. Do I know what flower it is? Nope. I'm gonna find out right now. A pearlwort? You think it's a pearlwort? I will confirm or deny. Where is it? Where is it? It's a pink flower. It's pink. Where is it? That's not it. Hold on, I'm looking. Sometimes my app doesn't actually identify every single flower I take a picture of, so I'm hoping it's on here, but it also might not be. There's always the potential that it's not even on here. But I can't find it. Damn it. Can't find it. Pink flower. That's all we freaking know about it. It's a pink flower. And it's a good photo of a pink flower. Damn. You'd think with such a clear photo I would have been able to identify it, but I guess not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's pretty, it's pretty. Well, that's not it either. I don't know if it helps identify it, but I remember finding this. I'm pretty sure I found this flower on a bush. It was on a bush. It was a bush flower. It was on a bush. Some kind of bush flower. Growing from a bush. Burgania? It's not a begonia, I can tell you that much. I'm checking through it one more time. Nope, I don't know what this is. It's a dandelion! It's not a dandelion! I don't know what it is. It's a flower. It's cute. Moving on. It was on a bush, I think. It's a bush flower. Hey, do you guys know what this is? Is it a flaming addy? Flaming addy. I don't think so, no. It's my roaches! It's my roaches stacked up on each other. This was when I was less allergic to my roaches, so I could actually take them out and sit with them. Because they're just sitting with me on my blanket. And they made a little tower, and they're so cute! But, I really can't touch them no more, I'll die. But, so cute. I love hissing roaches. They're so adorable. I know, like, I guess I understand when people think that, like, German roaches or American roaches are, like, scary. You know, the more typical roaches that you imagine in your head when you think of a roach. But I think that Madagascar hissing roaches not only look very different, and they hiss, which is cool, but they're just so much cuter. Like, how can you not love them? How can you not love them? They're so much cuter. They're so much rounder. They're just very chill and stupid. They're stupid. I love them. And they hiss. I think the biggest problem with roaches is not expecting to see them and being surprised. I think the biggest problem with roaches is that they're often associated with, like, dirty places, stinky places, old food, garbage. And I mean, if you have roaches, like, in your house that aren't pets, then yeah, probably they're not good. But if it's Madagascar's and roaches, they're very different. They're not trash roaches. They're tropical. They're tropical roaches. And they don't fly. They just hiss. And old roaches are cool too? Yeah. Okay, this one's actually a video. It's a very old video, but this is a salt marsh moth. And I found a caterpillar of this guy a long time ago on the ground at the park. And they're like, they're the caterpillars that are very fuzzy and fluffy. And I just picked it up and I brought it home, and it turned into a cocoon, and then it hatched into this motherfucker, which is beautiful. I love this moth. It's a salt marsh moth. They're very cool. They're very, very cool. Very, very cool. Yes, it's a big boy. I believe salt marsh moth. Do salt marsh moth have mouths? A lot of moths don't have mouths, and I don't remember if salt marsh moth are one of them. I think salt marsh moth don't have mouth. Do salt marsh moth have mouth? I don't think mouth. Yes, they're super fuzzy, super fuzzy. I don't think they have mouth. So their job is to fuck, and that's it. I don't think my salt marsh moth got to fuck though. But they're very cute, very cute. Very cute. I love moths. Oh, another video. Don't anybody tell me what these creatures are. Ew, what are those? Ew, what are those? What are those? Gross! I've never seen one of those before. Oh my god! It's a dandelion. No! It's us. I guess, kind of. It's a bunch of snails. Snails, snails, snails. Snails, snails, snails. Snails, snails. These are snails. These are aquatic snails. They don't typically live above water, but I pulled them out of the water because I'm a mean green farting machine. Ew, what? No, that's disgusting. What did I just say? This is specifically a... Oh, I'm gonna try and attempt to say the species name, and I'm gonna die. Tritia? Obsoleta. Whoa, that's mean. Don't call him obsolete. Tritia obsoleta. That's his name. That's their name. They are the eastern mud snail. It's a type of sea snail, and they are mud snails. They live in the mud. And when you find these snails, you will find so many of them. You will find so many snails of these when you see one. When you see one, you'll be like, oh, it's a snail, and then you'll look a little harder and you'll realize that there's millions of snails surrounding it. They're freaking everywhere, okay? They travel in packs, in herds, and when you see one snail, there's at least a million right next to them. So yeah, these snails stick together, you know. They're communal snails, and they're not obsolete. They're very they're not obsolete. They're beautiful, okay? And they're cute and they're stupid and I love them. What kind of bug is this? What bug? What bug? What? Thought snails had wings and could fly. What? It is not a bug. You're right, it's not a bug. Technically. It is a arachnid. Oh my god, welcome raiders, welcome Yui, buns, straw bunnies, hello straw bunnies. I hope you're not afraid of spiders, because that's what's on the screen right now, but don't you worry, because it's a very nice spider. It's an orb weaver. It is an orb weaver. Orb weavers are very chill. They just kind of sit in their webs and wait, and they don't really do much of nothing of anything, you know? This one's really fat. Like that fat booty. Oh, fun fact about orb weavers. If you zoom in close, I don't have a video of this, but you can Google it if you really so want to. If you zoom in really close on their butt and you take a video, you can actually see them breathe through their butt, because they breathe with their butt. You can see, like, it will move. Their butt, the inside of their butt, that little pattern there, it'll move. It'll, like, I don't know how to explain it. It will, like, pulsate. It will pulsate, and that's because they breathe with that. It's cool, huh? It's a moving pattern. But you gotta look real closely. And it has to not be a photo, obviously. They have little brachioles. Yeah, something like that. Alright, which spider specifically is this? Some sort of orb weaver. I think it's a cross orb weaver? Maybe? Possibly? Cross orb weaver? Definitely an orb weaver. Or garden spider, if you wanna be boring. Garden spider. Sometimes also called pumpkin spider. Pumpkin spider. A messy orb weaver. Look at that web. Yeah, it is kind of messy. Needs to rebuild it. Round boy. Breathes out his butt. Adorable. I love. Okay, back to flowers. No more scary spiders. Does anybody know what flower this is? No, stop saying it's a dandelion. It's not a dandelion. Not everything is a dandelion. I don't even know if I have any dandelion pictures in here, if I'm gonna be so honest. Vanilla? I don't think so. I must scroll and find it. Hold on. Yes, we're doing this every single time. Beep, beep. This is it. Yes, this is it. Oh, okay. This is oxlip. Why is it called oxlip? I don't know. In fact, on this app, there is no description for this. Its description is ... That's it. It's an oxlip. Oxlip, I think. Oxlip. Oxlip. Those aren't oxlips, those are flowers. Well, they're also oxlips, apparently. calcium-rich damp woods. They're native to nutrient-poor and calcium-rich. Ooh, it's a stinky flower. Trash flower. Fart flower. Honestly, sometimes weeds and like flowers that grow in like the worst, the stinkiest of places are sometimes the most beautiful. A lot of times, you know how actually dandelions, you know, are technically weeds. And a lot of people hate them, but they're so pretty. Isn't it funny how a weed can be beautiful? I don't know, I just find that fascinating. Pretty! They smell like apricots. I would know. This one is a genuine garden flower, not something that grows naturally, I don't think. Well, it's not here. I know I have this one on here somewhere. I'm sure of it. Somebody name this before I find what it's called. Oh, there it is. I found it! I found it! I found it before you could spoil it. Okay, I don't think anyone would have guessed this name, because that's a crazy name, bro. Wait, no, you're right! It is a treasure flower, but specifically, it is a wedding treasure flower. Wedding? No, it's a treasure flower. It is a treasure flower. Why is it a treasure flower? I don't know. Because it's a little treasure to look at. I don't know. Yep. Native to South Africa. Why is everything native to South Africa? I don't live in South Africa, I swear. I would love to live in South Africa. They've got such crazy creatures. Bro, I would love to live in South Africa, bro. I've always wanted to visit South Africa. They got lots of cool spiders. They got lots of... Clearly they've got lots of cool plants, because everything we're seeing is freaking native there. The only thing I would worry about is living in South Africa is how freaking hot it would be. I don't like heat. I don't like it when it's dry and hot. I want to eat an African grub. What's wrong with the American grubs, huh? Just go pick one out of the ground and eat it. Do it. Do it. Do it, you coward. Do it. Alright. Now, what flower is this? Answer before me, because I don't know. I'm looking. Some sort of... It's a pom-pom. I mean, is it called a pom-pom flower? Pom-pom. Does look like a pom-pom. I don't think that's what it's called, though. Pom-pom. Dandelion purple. No! No! No, it's not dandelion. Not purple dandelion. It's not a sea urchin either. Come on, guys. I found it. Is this right? Yeah, this is it. If this is native to South Africa, I swear. No, this one's native to Australia. Not South Africa. Okay, this is a honey myrtle. That's a fun word to say. A honey myrtle. Honey myrtle. Honey myrtle. Honey myrtle. Mindy-eyed or pink melaleuca? Melaleuca. Pink melaleuca? Mindy-eyed. Or pink melaleuca. Okay, I don't know how to say any of those freaking names. Looks like it tastes good. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Anyway, this is a flower that grows on trees. So you will see these little buttony flowers all over the trees. Apparently the honey myrtle trees, as they are called, and it's from Australia. Australian tree. Damn, traveled real far. But it looked real cute. It looked real cute. Yeah, we have a lot of Australian and South African plants around here, and I don't know why. We just do. Don't ask why, we just do. Nothing here is native anymore, man. Not even the bees. No, not even the bees. Oh! Okay, do you guys know what these guys are? Aren't they cute? They're like friends. They're like buddies. Or maybe they're brothers. Or maybe they're lovers. Anyone tell me what they are? It's a newt! Orange-bellied newts. They're orange-bellied newts. Cute, huh? They're so cute. Its skin produces a potent toxin, which is actually very interesting to know because I have picked these up before and now I know that they produce a potent toxin. And I'm wondering if that's why I have brain damage. But apparently they produce a potent toxin. I also remember one time I found these guys in the forest and I found them under you often find them under like logs and stuff. Old rotting wood logs. That's where you'll typically find them. And I remember one time I found one under a big old log, a really heavy log. And I actually found two, or it was a whole family. I think it was a whole family of newts under a log. And I lifted up the log and I was like looking at the newts. I picked them up and I was petting them and they're so cute. And newts don't like that and that's bad. Don't do that. But I was a kid, so. And then I remember I put the log back down, but it was really heavy and I put it down wrong and I squished one of the newts and all its guts came out of its mouth and I cried. Anyway, don't touch newts. Be careful with newts. They're very fragile. They breathe with their skin. They're very sensitive to chemicals and the oils on your hands. So it's actually good to not touch them. And also apparently they have a potent toxin, which probably gave me brain damage as a kid. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine because I didn't know that. But they're very cute and they're very squishy. They look and they feel like gummy worms. Little gummy newts. Newt gummies. Don't eat though. Don't eat. Don't eat. Bad. No eating. Ah! This picture's a little out of place, but like I said, I put these in here in no particular order. This is can anybody identify what kind of creature this is? It's a bald eagle. Yes, you're right, it is a bald eagle! And you can tell it's a bald eagle because it doesn't have hair on its head. It has feathers, and that's how it's bald. No, it's not a freaking bald eagle. It's a chicken! It's a chicken! It's a chicken! This is my chicken. My chicken. My chicken. This is my chicken. This is my chicken. Her name is Beeper. You're right, she is a Brahma chicken. You're right. I wanted a Brahma chicken because I heard they get real big, but she's just an average sized chicken. But Brahma chickens are typically used for their meat, so she's very fat. She's a fat girl, and she's got feathers on her feet. She's got feather feet, little boots almost. And her name is Beeper because when she was a baby, and I kept her in my room because I had to keep her warm and take care of her constantly, she would beep all night, all day. Beep, 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 beep. So I named her Beeper. She's a little beeper. And she used to be obsessed with coming inside the house, and we couldn't let her do that because she would just poop everywhere, and it was terrible. So now she's banished to the outside realm, but she has a coop in my backyard. And she has a friend. who I don't have a picture of, but that's my chicken. I grew her from an egg, from a baby. I grew her from baby. Isn't she cute? Beep 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 beep. I love Beeper. Did you lay the egg? Yes, it came straight out my butthole. I'm not pregnant anymore because I laid an egg. If you don't understand that reference, you didn't watch Toka's birthday stream. How many of you understood that? I'm buying that shirt, by the way. I'm ordering that shirt. I'm ordering that freaking shirt. Not pregnant anymore. It is gonna be a banger ass shirt. It's a good ass shirt, bro. The dog was haunting. Well, I'm not getting the dog. Okay. Oh, another bird. Oh, okay. Can anybody tell me what weird freaking bird this is? It's so close up that it almost looks like a straight up dinosaur. Like it doesn't even... Like it doesn't even look like a freaking bird no more. It just looks like a creature from Spore. Somebody's Spore creation. You're right, it's a gray seagull. It is a gray seagull. We found, this was a couple of years ago, we found a hurt seagull. I think it had a broken wing. And it looked like it had been hit by a car, but like it was still okay. It's not a dandelion! No! But it was still like, you know, it wasn't like fatal. You know, it just couldn't fly. And it also, you know, anyway, so my dad wrapped it up in his jacket. And we took it to a bird sanctuary. And they were like, "No, we don't want this. This is a fucking seagull." And we were like, "Fuck you, you're taking the seagull." And they're like, "No!" And then they took it anyway. I kind of have beef with bird sanctuaries, bro. Every time I've ever taken a hurt bird to a bird sanctuary, they're always like, "We don't want this." Aren't you supposed to, like, take care of the birds? We don't want this. This is a seagull. We don't want this. This is a goose. Like the ones that are literally rehabilitation for birds. And they're like, come to our place if you have a hurt bird. And you're like, okay. And you show up and they're like, this is a fucking seagull. We don't want this. What? Just let it die. What? The seagull was so cute though. It was so adorable. And of course this was way before bird flu. So, this was before the bird flu. He did not have bird flu. Also, seagulls are kind of soft and fluffy. Did you know that? We only care about the endangered birds. Maybe that's their thing. I just, like, it makes me disappointed. Because, like, bro. And it's not like, whenever I go to a bird sanctuary, whenever I bring a hurt bird to a bird sanctuary, it's never like it's just right next door and I only have to drive 5 minutes to it. It's like 2 or 3 hours to get there. You have to really go out of your way to get to them. And then they'll just be like, we don't even want this. And you're like, hello? Hello? I drove 3 hours. You're taking it, bitch. I think it might also just be because they're like understaffed and what's the word? They have too many birds. Not enough staff and too many birds. Is honestly what I would guess, but still disappointing. Over capacity. Yeah. Why don't they just make them into chicken nuggets, huh? That would take care of some of the capacity issues. If it's gonna die anyway, just chicken nuggetify it. Take it and turn it into chicken nugget. No, that would be bad. Don't do that. Can you imagine what seagull nuggets would taste like? I feel like seagull would not taste good. Yeah, I guess they are kind of like trash birds, rat birds, water rats, flying rats, worms. You think they're full of worms? I don't know. I mean, technically fish are full of little worms too, but we eat them anyway. We still eat those. And most of the little parasites inside of like raw fish, we still eat. and nothing happens to us because we digest them and nothing happens. That's a fun fact for all you raw fish eaters, which I am definitely one of them. I love raw fish. I love sushi. There's lots of little parasites in them. Just hanging out. You know, crawling around in your intestines and your gut, just going and then they die. Well, hopefully they die when they hit your stomach acid. That's the hope. That's the hope. You know, you hope for that. But yeah, seagull. Ow! Do you guys remember the swallowtail from earlier? Remember the swallowtail from earlier? This is a swallowtail caterpillar! Yay! This is what their caterpillars look like. And as you can see, it is feasting upon the fennel. It is on a fennel plant. That is where swallowtail caterpillars like to be. They eat the fennel, they live in the fennel, and they're so cute. And also, I obviously don't have a picture of it, but if you like tap them and you scare them, they have this little orange like antennae thing will pop out of their face, and they'll try and scare you with it. And it smells really strongly, like a sour fruit. Does anyone even know what those are called? I knew the name at one point. The little orange thing that pops out of their head to scare you away. It smells. It kind of smells. It smells good though to me. I always think they smell good. Like I know they're trying to scare me off with that big stinky orange thing, but I'm always like, food. You know? Flagella? Is that what it's called? A flagella? That's a funny name. Is it called a flagella? I don't think this is right. I don't think flagella is correct. Caterpillar horns. What are they called? Osmeterium? Yes, you're right. Osmeterium. Sorry. Osmeterium, a secretory organ found on swallowtails for defense against predators. They kind of just stick them out and they stink and they're like, go away! I wish I could show you, but I don't have a picture of it. But, cool. I think they're cool. I also don't think they smell bad. I think they smell good, but you know what? Maybe I'm the weirdo, I don't know. Alright, this is simple. This is a very easy flower. If you say dandelion, I'll kill you. What flower is this? Flower is this? Should be very easy. You should not be able to mess this up. Right, it's a rose. It's a rose. It's pretty simple. I love roses. This is a rose garden. Kind of close to where I live, and sometimes I'll go visit it and take pictures of the roses. Because roses! I love roses. I love the way that roses smell. They smell so good! Oh, the smell of a rose is so delicious. I also love like rose hips and like rose tea. I feel like you can overdo it with rose flavor though. But I really like rose flavored like foods and teas and stuff like that. But it can get too potent if you put too much in. If you put too much in, it'll be too strong, and then it'll just be bitter and it'll smell like a rose, but it will taste bad. I love roses. I love the way they taste. Have you guys ever eaten rose? Anything rose flavored? Ever had rose tea before? It's not a dandelion! Highly recommend. If you've never tried anything rose flavored, try something rose flavored. It's so yeah, I love flowery flavors. Oh yes, this is a rose. I think this picture might actually be from my backyard. Because we do have a rose bush. We have a couple rose bushes. So for some reason, like, nothing grows in my yard but roses. They will just sprout from the rose bush sometimes. Everything else dies though. The roses live. And hey, you know what? They smell good, so they can stay. Okay. Okay. See, this is a honeybee. It's a honeybee. What kind of flower is it on? I'll look it up, but do you see the difference now between a bumblebee and a honeybee? Honeybees are much skinnier, their pattern is different. They're just different, they look different. Not the same as a bumble. Look at his butt. I love taking pictures of the bee butts. I love bee butts. Bee butts are the best butts. I also love petting bee butts. I love little bee butts. I love bees. I love their butts. Beautiful. Which flower is this though? It's the bee butt flower. Is this it? That's not it. I can't find the name. I'm at a loss. It's the bee bud flower. That's what we're naming it. Palmer? Pretty. Why did I read your name instead of what you said? That's crazy. I need more sleep. I swear I have this one somewhere, or maybe I don't, or maybe it just identified the bee butt. It might have just identified the bee butt. Damn it. Anyway, bee butt flower, bee butt, bud of the bee. It's the bee butt of the flower. It's bud flower. It's a bud flower. Bud flower. That's not a bud flower. What is that? Some kind of tree flower. Yellow tree flower. What kind of flower is this? Daffodil? Do daffodils grow on trees? This is a tree flower. I can tell you that much. It's on a tree. Definitely grows on tree. Tree flower. I kinda wish I didn't have so many observations to scroll through every time. Makes it harder on me. What the hell? I can't find it again. I don't know how I've suddenly gotten bad at finding the names for these. Definitely a tree flower. That's not it. That's not it. Is that it? No. Is it rhododendron? 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 Maybe? No, I don't think so. find it. No! No! Buttercup? No, I can't find it. I don't know. I think it's a rhododendron. Maybe it's a rhododendron. Maybe rhododendron? Maybe? Rhododendron. Yellow rhododendron. Yellow rhododendron. Maybe? Kind of looks like one. But it kind of doesn't at the same time. I guess we won't know. Yes, I have lots of rhododendron photos. We have lots of rhododendron too. I like going to gardens and what is it called? I like going to gardens and like parks and forests and stuff. And a lot of the plants we find, they're not like they're specific, you know. There's like we've got ones that are like specifically for rainforests plants, and then there's ones that are for Asian plants, and then there's ones that are for cactuses and succulent gardens, and then what else? There's just lots of with rose gardens. Yeah, we've got lots of different. There's Astromeria. Lots of different stuff here. We go to the garden. Astromeria. Lily of the Incas. I don't think it's this. These have like a specific kind of texture, and it's not the same. I think it's more likely to be a rhododendron because these Astromerias, they have what, 4 petals on each, and these guys have 5 petals. And those just look different. It's a new undiscovered species! And I highly doubt that. It is not. I think it's a rhododendron. I'm pretty sure it's a rhododendron. Or it's some kind of tree flower, I don't know. Flower! Okay, mister. What kind of flower is this? This one's kind of easy. Kinda good. Pasta good. Maybe? My bad? Oh! Is it a peony? Those died. No. That's what they look like. They grow like that. Some flowers just look pretty and they're born that way. And then other flowers are ugly and they're born that way. And I'm one of the ugly flowers. What defines an ugly flower? I would define an ugly flower as a flower that people don't want. So many weeds are ugly flowers. Or at least a lot of people would consider them ugly because they're bad. They're bad. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I do think this is a peony of some sort. Can't find it on my thing again. Sag. Okay, next. Spider butt. Spider butt. Spider butt. Now I would call this a pumpkin spider. This is another orb weaver. Is it the same species as the last one? I don't know. Ooh, let me see. Take me to spiders. Spiders. Oh, is this it? Yeah, I think it's the same species. Cross orb weaver? I'd call him a little pumpkin orb weaver though. That's what I would call this spider. If I were to name it, it would be a pumpkin orb weaver. Because look how pumpkin he is. Also, did you know that the season of orb weavers, they sometimes come out in spring, but the season for orb weavers and spiders in general really is fall. That's when you see them the most, which I find really funny because Halloween, you know, is in fall, and spiders, they come out in the fall. It's because that's like mating season for them. They gotta make themselves known to all the local hot spiders in their area, you know? Show off their mega booty and attract some women. So yes, fall is the season of the spiders. I do love spiders. Actually, spring has a lot of spiders too, though. Spring and fall both. Actually, the other day I was walking around at night. I walked through a park that like nobody was at, and I swear to freaking God, I walked through a giant spider web. Like my face went straight through a spider web, and I could just feel the web all over my face, and I was like, what the fuck? Because it was not like I was walking through an area that nobody ever walks through. It wasn't like a condensed area. It was like a big area. So some fucking spider put their web all the way across this giant area, and then they got it all over my face, bro. Got it all over my face. Got a big spider web to the face. It's not fun. Ew, what is that? Ew, what is that? What is that? I am realizing we have so many photos to go through. We might have to turn this into multiple streams. Gummy dragonfly. Why is it gummy? Is that it's a dragonfly, right? It is a dragonfly. Not gummy though. I believe this is a red skimmer dragonfly, which is one of the more common ones around here. Oh, it's a flame skimmer. Sorry. Not red skimmer. No, it has a way cooler name. Flame skimmer. Or firecracker skimmer. Flame skimmer or firecracker skimmer. It's a common dragonfly. Very common. But epic name. And they move super fast, and they are very hard to take pictures of, which is why this picture is kind of blurry. But look at his massive fucking eyeballs. Did you know that dragonflies are extremely precise creatures? They almost never miss. When they're going for their prey, they've got very, very good eyesight, and they're very smart. So they almost never miss. They're very fast. They're very agile. They're very cool. They got big eyes, big brain, big eyes. Well, not a big brain, tiny bug brain, but big eyes. They got really, really good eyesight. Very precise. They're like the snipers of the bug world, except they don't snipe. They snipe with their mouth. Also, I feel like a lot of people don't know, but did you know dragonflies are carnivorous? I know a lot of people don't really think about this. There's a lot of bugs out there that are carnivorous, and you don't think they're carnivorous. Like dragonflies are carnivorous. You know what else is carnivorous? Ladybugs. You know, the cute little ladybugs that we always look at, and we're like, oh, it's so cute and adorable, and it's a little lady beetle. Yeah, those guys are carnivorous too. Yeah, ladybug. Ladybugs eat aphids. Mosquitoes eat, not mosquitoes. Dragonflies eat mosquitoes and stuff like that. Yes. Some nymphs eat tadpoles. Yes, dragonflies are pretty aggressive. The bug world is quite fascinating. Full of carnivores. Oh, and full of cannibalism. Lots of cannibalism. Especially like sexual cannibalism. But wait, that's for another stream. I think we did actually talk about that during the Valentine's bug stream a little bit. A lot of bugs show their love by eating their partner after they mate, you know? So. Beep, 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 beep. How sweet. Oh. Okay, so last one was a dragonfly. Now what's this? Huh? What's this? This is not a dragonfly. Nuh-uh. Not a dragonfly. This is a damselfly. It's a damselfly. And it's a damselfly because it's so much more petite. Petite. It is a forked tail damselfly. And what is the difference between a dragonfly and a damselfly? I think it's just that they're more petite. I honestly don't know the exact difference, but yes, we've got the dragonflies and we've got the damselflies. Dragonfly goes "Wah," and then damselfly goes "Oh." Oh, so it's their wing shape. I see. That makes sense. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're so right. That must be it. Ozempic dragonfly? No! Leave her alone. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful little damsel. Yes, the rest position of the wings. Well, the more you know. The more you know. Cool. Damselfly. Dragonfly, damselfly. What's this? What's this? It's not a dandelion. It's not a green dandelion, I swear to God. Asparagus? Oh, it's not asparagus. Wait, what does asparagus plant live and look like? I don't actually know. I don't think it's an asparagus, though. It's definitely succulent. You're right. Succulent. Sucking on that succulent. That's succulent. I'm trying to find the exact species. Succulent. Acavera? Lion cabbage? It's not a cabbage. Artichoke. Not an artichoke. Not artichoke. I believe, is it an agave of some sort? I don't think it's an agave, no. Lion dandy. Is that what it's called? I don't know if I have it on my list. Lion dandy. Is that what it's called? I'm looking it up. Lion. Oh wait, you guys are fucking with me. I'm gonna kill you. No, it's not a lion dandy. It's not a lion dandy. Yes, I know, it's just the mixed up letters of dandelion. I know that now because I typed in lion dandy and nothing came up. Ah! Ah! Why? Why do you do this to me? So mean. They're so mean. I actually typed that in. Can't believe it. Is Is it a kind of echeveria? Oh yes, that must be what it is. Some kind of echeveria. Echeveria? Eki? No, not eki. No! No, not eki. Echeveria. No, not a lion dandy. You guys are so funny. Anyway, what the heck is this? What are those? What are those? I obviously did not find these in nature. I found these at the pet store, but they're still cute as fuck. These were at the exotic pet store at some point. They're little albino turtles. Aren't they cute? Albino turtles. Don't you just want to bite off their little heads? I think turtles are super cute, but they're so gross. Did you know a lot of people get salmonella from their own turtles? It's very common. Very, very common to get salmonella from your turtles. They live in their own poopies. They live in their own poop water. And sometimes they're very stinky. They can stink real bad sometimes. You gotta clean them a lot. Yes, you can get salmonella from turtles. Very common, actually. Very common. Didn't you get salmonella from a turtle? When I worked on the aquarium, yes, we had turtles. And this is where I found out about it. Because the turtles were always really stinky and gross, and you had to clean them practically every day. And yes, you literally leave them alone for like 2 days, and their water turns brown. It's so gross. They're so nasty. They're so nasty. But they're so cute, but they're so nasty. Like, what the frick? What the heck? Why are turtles so nasty? They are very high maintenance. I don't know what their deal is. Why they gotta be stinky like that? Oh, another rose! Well, nothing really special to say about this, but it's a rose! Another rose! I love roses. What's your favorite color, Rose? I honestly think that the lighter color roses I like better than the darker color roses. I think that like red roses or like dark red roses are often associated with like romance and stuff, and I don't like romance. I like the pinky ones, the ones that are just cute. Blue rose from the Smurfs. Are blue roses real? I don't think I've ever seen a blue rose. I've seen a lot of roses, but I don't know if I've ever seen a blue one. Blue rose. I don't think... Can you actually grow blue roses? No, there's no true blue rose. Sorry to burst your bubble, guys, but there is no true blue rose. Roses do not naturally grow as blue, ever. You cannot grow blue roses. You stick them in food-colored water? That's so stupid. That's so stupid! No, you can't grow them though. They're not real. Blue rose is fake! Is there a lavender rose? Oh yeah, I mean there's like a pink. It's like a light purpley pink. Definitely those are real. But yes, no blue rose. No blue rose. I've seen some very dark rose. I've seen like dark purple. Like really dark purple. Bordering on black. But I also don't know if a black rose is real. They can get pretty dark though. Not exactly completely black, but like a dark purple. I've seen dark purple roses. There are black roses out there? You really can grow a black rose? Are they truly black though, or are they just dark red or purple? I don't know. How do you feel about gargoyle geckos? What is a gargoyle gecko? Gargoyle gecko. Aww, they're so cute. They look like little. They look like little alligators. Little velociraptor dinosaurs. I'm sorry, that came out of nowhere. That really hit me like a truck. I'm sorry. They're so cute. I've never actually owned any reptiles before, or amphibians. I mean, I guess I worked with turtles when I worked at an aquarium. That's as close as I got. Oh, I also worked with snakes at the aquarium a little bit. But yeah, I've never actually kept a reptile. I've never kept a reptile, I've never kept an amphibian. I don't have experience with them, but they are very cute. The reason I don't keep them is because I feel like they're very hard to work with. Well, they're not hard to work with. Well, my problem is, a lot of reptiles need a heat lamp. Right? And I live in a shitty old house. And if we plug in the vacuum and we plug in like a hairdryer at the same time and turn them both on, it will break the entire power grid on the house. So, if I have a heat lamp going all the time and then we turn on literally anything else in the house, my house is going to explode and all the power is going to go out. So, I couldn't have a heat lamp. It would take too much energy. Honestly, it's a miracle that my PC runs and doesn't break the house half the time. It's kind of a miracle. I don't know how it managed. It just does. It just doesn't. It just does. We've got a terrible power grid on our house. It's just an old ass fucking house, man. This is a very blurry photo, but what is this alien? Alien egg. What is this alien egg? I remember the first time I saw one of these, I was like, oh my god, it's an alien! It's an alien! I don't know why I couldn't get a better photo, but this was the photo I got. It's an alien! Yes, this is a red cage fungus. Red cage fungus. And they smell like garbaggio. Yes, they smell like dead, dying, decaying flesh. They stink. They smell really bad. And I think they straight up look alien, right? Like, bro. I've only ever seen these guys once, ever. I was at a garden, and it just kind of grew out of nowhere. I don't even know what they grow from. Do they just grow? Where do they grow from? Just randomly? This motherfucker was in like a rainforest sea garden. Looks like a chewed up dog toy. Not even the worst smelling stinkhorn that exists. Oh my god, speaking of stinkhorns, so I've told you guys how I go out to parks and forests and stuff, and I like to flip over logs and rocks and stuff and like to see the bugs underneath and stuff like that. So one time I was flipping rocks and logs in a forest with my dad, and he's not as I guess what's the word? He doesn't pay attention as good as I do. He just kind of flips rocks and logs over, and he doesn't really check where he's putting his hands. And he put his hands in a giant fucking stinkhorn mushroom. I don't know exactly what kind of stinkhorn mushroom, because by the time he picked up the rock and log, it was destroyed because he had squished it with his hand. But this fucking stinkhorn mushroom smelled like actual dog shit. Like the most potent dog shit you can smell. It smelled like actual, the most potent dog. Yes, it was one of the black goo ones. Yes. It smelled so fucking bad. It was like the goo was like dry though. It was just spores at this point. But it got all over his hands. And I remember the car ride back, I was dying the whole time. Because it smelled so bad. It smelled so bad. It was so stinky. Yeah, mushrooms can be very stinky. Honestly, I think they should have named that one the dog shit mushroom, because it really did smell like fresh dog poop. Like the world's stinkiest fresh dog turd. That's what it smelled like. But it was a mushroom. Stinky ass motherfucker. I was out with my cat once and I came across one of those and hated it. Yes, they're so stinky. And my dad put his whole ass hand in it and it was all over him. And then we had to drive like an hour back home An hour or two all the way back home with the stinkiest fucking car ride ever. And I'm a very sensitive, I have a very sensitive snout. Okay, I have a very sensitive snout, so I'm very sensitive to smell. And, it was terrible, okay? That's all I can say. It was just the worst thing freaking ever. It was horrible. It was horrible, it was very bad, it was very stinky. I did not enjoy it. Even though some smell bad, you can technically eat them when they're young. Yeah, before the black spores emerge, yes. Yes, you can. Okay! What the heck is this? What the heck is that? What is that? What is that? Not a dandelion. Not a dandelion. You call it banana spider? My dad calls them banana spiders too. It's an orb weaver. Specifically, which orb weaver? Specifically, it is a no. It is a banded garden spider. But yes, I've heard people call them banana spiders. My dad calls them banana spiders. But this is, apparently it's called the banded garden spider or the banded orb weaver. It's an orb weaver. I don't think it's a Joro spider. I think those ones are slightly different. I don't think this one had, it's not the golden silk spider, whatever that one's called. I don't remember what that's called. This one is, this one's an American one. This guy's American. He's not Australian. He's not from Florida. This is an American orb weaver right here. Yeehaw. Looks like a nope orb. It's not even me. So yeah, don't mistake this for the one that has the golden silk. This one does not have golden silk, and you know, you can even tell it doesn't have golden silk because if you look at the web it's sitting on, does it look gold to you? Does it look golden? No. It's not a golden orb weaver, okay? Also, a lot of people claim that golden orb weavers are like very toxic when they bite you, like you'll die. From my experience, almost no orb weavers are really have very potent venom. And they also don't really ever like biting. They're not aggressive. They're very chill. So I don't understand why people are afraid of orb weavers. Like, yes, they're giant spiders, I get it. But I think they're beautiful. They just sit in their webs and they do nothing. Have I been bitten? I've been bitten by so many spiders, bro. I've been bitten by so many spiders. Never been stung by a bee or a wasp, but I have been bitten by many a spider. Many spiders. I have been bit by orb weavers. Orb weavers basically do nothing. They're very shy. They're very chill. They don't want to bite you. They are the definition of they're more afraid of you than you are of them, you know? I am the spider bite professional. You know, now I'm gonna try it with one of my black widows sometime. Using the pics of spider webs after the spiders have had different substances like cat food. Yes, I've seen that. I've seen that. They do have fat butts. And that's where they breathe out of. They breathe out their butt. Okay. Flower! It's a flower! What kind of flower? It's a flower. Purple. Purple flower. Is it an orchid? I don't know. I have to find it, and hopefully I can find it. Hopefully I can find it. Oh, here it is. Oh, this one gives me the species name. Okay, I'm gonna read you guys the species name. I'm gonna attempt to read the species name, actually. It's not gonna be accurate. Icornia crassipes. Icornia crassipes? Icornia crassipes. Yes? Maybe? It is a water hyacinth, and it is native to the Amazon basin. It is a highly problematic and invasive species outside of its native range. Huh! This motherfucker is invasive, but it's beautiful. But it's invasive, but it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, but also invasive. It's a water hyacinth. What is this? A marshmallow banana? No. Not the marshmallow banana. Incorrect. Not marshmallow banana. Where is it? Where is it? Ah! Ah! I know I have this one. Somewhere. Your mom has these? It's definitely a garden flower of some sort. People grow it in their garden. Is it a type of dahlia? Maybe? Possibly? I swear I have this. Where is it? Oh my god, I can't find it. Oh, I think it's a dahlia, maybe. Maybe? Some sort of dahlia? Just reverse image search the pic. I could. It's bananas. It's not bananas. It's not bananas! Chrysanthemum. Oh, is it a chrysanthemum? I don't know. Oh, it is a chrysanthemum, isn't it? Oh, you're so right. This is a chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum! This is a chrysanthemum. That's a chrysanthemum. Yes, it's a chrysanthemum. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Chrysanthemum! I always forget that chrysanthemums look like this. I don't know why I always expect them to look different. Chrysanthemums are big. I always thought chrysanthemums were small. They're very big. Okay, well, these flowers are not actually growing out of the water, but I do like this picture. I think it's very nice. I like this picture a lot. I didn't put the flowers in the water. I just found these flowers in the water. I don't even think they're like native flowers. I think somebody was walking around through the park and they brought sunflowers with them for some reason or something, and they put them in the water. But it resulted in this very, very pretty photo. Very, very pretty photo of the flowers floating on the water. Very nice. I really like this photo. It's very magical looking. It's a very magical photo. Yes. Oh look, it's another fly agaric. Good, very yummy. You should eat one. This one's small though. This one's kind of like a little chode. Little chode fly agaric, Amanita. You have two with this one? You can just take the bite out of the top of this one. This one's bite-sized. Delicious. Little chode boy. Little chody mushroom. He's a grower, not a shower. I have a lot of pictures of mushrooms. Specifically amanitas or fly agaric. Mostly. I mean, that's a dirty word. What, chode? Are you telling me it doesn't look a bit chode-like? Because that's what it looks like. Oh, more mushrooms! It's a little chody. Okay. What kind of mushroom is this? Turkey tails. Maybe turkey tails. My thing identified these as honey mushrooms, but I'm not 100% sure if it is honey mushrooms. A lot of mushrooms look very similar, but they're different. Seems like they're on a fallen log. Yeah, probably. Are they edible? Maybe? Maybe? They grow from infected trees. Don't eat wild fungi! Yeah, I don't. The only ones I know you can eat are the puffballs, but you have to get them in like a certain time, because if you cut them open and there's black inside of them, that means they're bad, but if they're pure white, that means you can eat them. That's the only mushroom I know you can eat that I've seen. If they had gills, they were probably honey mushrooms. I don't know if they do. I've never had a puffball, I just know you can eat them. Hey, speaking of puffballs, look at these puffy little puffballs. Tiny puffballs. Little puffy puffballs. Look at the tiny puffballs. And these ones have, what's the word? Spored? They spored everywhere? They spurged? They're little puffball mushrooms, and these ones broke open and they released their spores all over the world. I'm gonna spore. Yep, they spored. They spored everywhere, and now they're a little bit deflated. You can really tell that one in the corner is deflated, but it looks so edible. I don't think they're edible anymore. I'm not sure if this is the exact species, but I think before they spore, when they're full of white stuff and they're fresh, you can eat them. But once they let out their spores and once they start getting the black spores, that means that they're poisonous. Right? Right? Another flat agaric. This one's very nice, very proper, almost perfect. It's got a very round cap, thick chode. Not as chody as the other one. It's got a thick, what do you call that? Thick shaft. This is a mushroom with a round cap and a thick shaft. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Perfection! Perfection! If the tip of your dick is that color, you should see a doctor. Moving on. Bro, I think this is a fly agaric too, but this mushroom was probably one of the biggest mushrooms I've ever seen. This was bigger than my hand. This was a gigantic behemoth of a mushroom. It was also kind of old, which is why it looks all shriveled and sad, but it was freaking massive, bro. It was huge. Huge! Looks like it's gonna kill me, but I'm willing to risk it. Well, don't eat them. If it's red, that means bad. Were these before and after? No. Oh, more mushrooms. What kind of mushroom is this? Some red boletes are edible? Is it? Boletes? I believe this is a shaggy mane mushroom. The shaggy inky cap. I think these ones are old though, so they're not as inky. But I believe these are inky cap, shaggy mane inky cap. And I think I have a picture later on of an inky cap that's a little more fresh. I've never seen like the picture perfect inky caps that are like super goopy. This is normally how I sound, just there's a little bit of goop underneath. They're gooping a little, but not too much. Not too much, little goopy boys. But yes, some of these guys can be very goopy. No, what the heck is that? I know the photo's a little blurry, but what's that? Can anybody tell me what this is? What's that? What is it? Looks like a peepee. No! What? No. Banana. Ow. What is it? It is... It's a banana slug! If your pee-pee looks like this, please refer to Lemmy's earlier comment. Yes. It's a banana slug. Banana slugs are really cool. They can get really big. This one's actually pretty small. I've seen some ginormous banana slugs before. When I was in Girl Scouts when I was a kid, and we'd go camping, we'd see giant banana slugs a lot. But yeah, banana slug. You might think this one's big. Believe me, they get way bigger. Way bigger. Cute! And apparently if you lick them, like, you get super high, but I've never tried that. That was something I was told. I don't know if it's even true, but they used to say in Girl Scouts, if you lick it, you'll get high! I never licked one. I don't think they taste like banana. I don't think they taste like banana though. Do not lick banana slugs. Oh, here's another good picture of an orb waver. This one, like, you can't really tell what kind of orb waver it is, but I feel like the photo is very pretty. That's a very pretty photo. I love the way the sun shines down on it. Glowy, yes, glowy. Glow spider. Beautiful spider. More mushrooms! Gotta love those mushrooms! Now, what kind of mushroom is this? Is this a... What is this? Is this a curtain mushroom? Is this a turkey tail? Yes, this is the one that grows on, like, trees and stuff. Turkey tail. I've never heard of it called turkey tail. Oh, this is not a turkey tail. This is possibly a false turkey tail. Hairy curtain crust? I don't know if that's correct. This is the hairy curtain crust. Or is this artist bracket? I don't know. Might be a bracket fungus. I'm not 100% sure. This app is not the best at identifying mushrooms from my experience. It kind of just assumes that all mushrooms are the exact same mushroom. So, false ones are smaller and have little stems instead of growing straight out of the wood. Really? Okay, so maybe it is a turkey tail. Yeah, it has a lot of trouble identifying mushrooms. Maybe it got tricked. Maybe it thought, oh, this is a turkey tail. Wait, maybe it's a false turkey tail, but it was right the first time, you know? That's not a turkey. What is that? That's not a mushroom. What is that? What is it? That's not a cat. It's not a Pikachu either. It's a goose. Oh, it's a Canadian goose. Hank, 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 Hank. Hellspawn. Yes, when I was a kid, I had a goose eat one of my crocs, but it wasn't this kind of goose. It was a, I think it was a white goose that ate my crocs when I was a kid. Pretty sure it was a white goose. It stole my croc. But yes, this is a Canadian goose, and it's sitting on its eggs, which is pretty cool. Kind of a rare sight, kind of. And when you get close to these geese, when they're sitting on their eggs, they'll go like, they'll hiss at you like little demons. And then if the male is close by and sees that you are getting close to their nest, the male will come and he'll attack you. He'll go straight for the face. I've been attacked by a goose before. They'll fly at you, gun blazing. Gun blazing. The thing is, geese, they have like ridges on their beaks, but they don't really bite that hard. I've been bitten by a goose. But when I was a kid, I did get one of my crocs stolen by a goose. But it wasn't a Canadian goose. It was the white goose. Whatever the white goose is called. American goose. They're protected in Canada, so you aren't allowed to fight back. You're fine. Well, I mean, you don't really have to fight back. They don't do much damage. It's like being pecked by like a duck. You know, what is it? It's just beaking you. It doesn't really hurt or nothing. It's just kind of scary, I guess. It's a goose. Goose on a nest. Goose nest. I remember I took this picture because this goose was in a very strange place for a nest. It was literally just on the side of like the sidewalk, and I was like, bro, that is the stupidest place for a nest. It's literally, it was right next to the curb, if I remember correctly. You can literally see the curb right there. See a little curb, a little bit of the curb in the corner there. Cause it was just sitting on like next to the sidewalk. That's such a stupid place. He wasn't even hiding himself or her. She wasn't hiding. It was just right there. Everybody was walking by it, and every time they go. Okay, obviously I didn't find this guy in nature either, but I found this at the pet store. What is that? Is that a dinosaur? Is this some sort of dragon? Maybe. Look at him, he's so cute. I also love how he's a little leaf on his butt because it looks like he's garnished. It looks like he's got a little bit of garnish. Oh, I didn't mean that. Horned lizard? I don't know. Bearded. I think it's a small bearded dragon. It's at a pet store. They sell a lot of bearded dragons at pet stores. He's got a little garnish on his butt. It's so cute. Look at his stupid little face. Oh. Does anybody know what kind of fruit this is? I bet you'll never guess what kind of fruit this is. It's a very special fruit. Persimmon. Nope. Not missing. Deceased strawberry. Chernobyl mango. No, I mean, you're kind of close with one of those, but not really. Ultra rare lemmy berry. STD orange. No! You guys are bad at this. You guys are bad at this. This is a strawberry tree fruit. Not a strawberry. A strawberry tree fruit. It's not a strawberry. And it is edible. I've eaten one before. They're very strange. They're like almost dry-ish on the inside. Like you know, it has like a dry texture. Like it's wet, but it's dry. It doesn't taste very good. Does it taste like a strawberry? It tastes more like it tastes more mango-y, kind of, or like a pear maybe. It feels kind of like a pear. The texture is pear-like, sandy pear. I like pears. Shout out to all of my pears. But yeah, so if you ever see these guys on a tree, that's strawberry fruit. They come on trees. Tree fruit. Fun fact. Bet you didn't know that existed. Strawberry tree fruit. Somebody was very unoriginal with that name, yes. Very unoriginal. We're back at the pet store! What the fuck is that? What is that? Welcome to the pet store. What is that? I was really surprised to see this at the pet store. Because I didn't know you could sell these guys. If you don't know, this is a lionfish. And lionfish are very, venomous. They're very venomous. And invasive. And they were selling this at my local pet store, and I was aghast. I was truly aghast. I thought these were illegal to sell because they roar. No, but if you touch the... So, fun fact about lionfish, you see the spikes on the top of their head? They got little spikes, spiky mane almost. So those spikes on the very tippity top of their head, they have little needles in them. So if you get pierced by one of the needles in their spikes, you will have a very bad day. Like a very, very bad day. Like a very, very bad day. I don't know if people often die from lionfish. I don't think they're necessarily deadly most of the time. But they're very, very painful to get stung by. Are the needles also in their fins? They might be. I'm not 100% sure. I wouldn't be surprised. These guys are little assholes. They're little freaking assholes, and they're very invasive in the state of Florida. Florida has a big problem with lionfish, which is also another reason why I was surprised. Like, not only are they venomous, but they're also extremely invasive. So I don't understand like how they're allowed to be sold at other stores in the U.S. But okay, like let's start another lionfish problem outside of Florida. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. They can have up to 18 spikes, and each one can hurt for days. Yep. Yeah, I have seen the like TikToks of the guys swimming around and just like piercing the lionfish. I mean, it's very brutal. It's very brutal, but it is actually kind of necessary. They have a big problem there. Florida has a problem with a lot of invasive ass species. They've also got invasive iguanas. They've got lots of invasive snakes. Lionfish? What other invasive shit does Florida have? Literally everything. It's like somebody took all the potentially invasive animals from the world and just dumped them in Florida, and they're like, whoopsie daisy! Whoopsie daisy! Uh-oh, we have problems now! And I've heard, maybe somebody from Florida can confirm, but I've heard that there's bounties on iguanas. On the invasive iguanas or whatever. Oh yes, they also have the giant African snails. Those are also invasive to Florida. I've heard there's bounties on iguanas that you find. If you find invasive iguanas, you can like grab them and like you can get a bounty for them or something for killing iguanas. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true. I don't know, some Florida man can confirm or deny, but yeah, apparently some people just go and kill like lionfish and iguanas because they have bounties. And you get money for doing it. Can you imagine that being your job? Killing iguanas. Florida has a cichlid problem too? That's a fish, right? I think it's a fish. Yeah, well, stop bringing random animals to Florida because they're all an issue, obviously. They have a meth head problem. Yeah, but if you kill one of those, you don't get a bounty. You get arrested most of the time. Anyway. We've got another fluffy little bumblebee. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe this bumblebee is on a blackberry plant. That's my guess. We have a lot of blackberry plants around here. When I was a kid, we used to go blackberry picking all the time. But honestly, there's been a lot less blackberries since when I was a kid. But yes. This little fat little cute bumblebee just sitting on a blackberry flower. It's so cute. Florida is just off-brand Australia at this point. Kind of, except Australia, everything is actually native. Florida is like a conglomeration of stuff from elsewhere. Australia, they've got very strict, like, invasive animal laws. You can't take a lot of pets from other places and bring them to places like Australia or New Zealand. They don't let you do that. They're very strict. Whereas America, we don't really give a shit, okay? And people smuggle shit all the time too, so it's not as big a deal in the Americas. They have those laws now, didn't stop the shit from what's here now. I mean, believe me when I say Australia and New Zealand have been a lot better about getting rid of invasive species and not letting people take them into their countries than the US has, okay? We have Florida, and Florida's there for a reason, and there's a reason why the Florida man is a meme, because they're crazy and they have all kinds of weird freaking animals that shouldn't be in Florida but somehow thrive in Florida, and also weird people that somehow thrive in Florida. What is Florida, man? No offense, Florida. I still want to visit Florida. I mean, you've got so many weird fucking animals, I just want to go there, but also, like, what the fuck, Florida? At the same time. I've always wanted to go to the Everglades. Have you seen those videos of that one guy who, like, walks barefoot through the Everglades, and he's literally coated in mosquitoes, and he calls the alligator swamp puppies. And he walks barefoot through, like, the swamp. That sounds epic. He, like, picks up snakes with his bare hands. Yes, the yoink guy! The yoink guy! Yes, him! I would love to be that guy. I want to be the yoink guy. But I feel like, you know, he must have been born there. He knows it too well. I need to be born somewhere crazy for that, to be like the yoink guy. Australia has nowhere to do with cane toads. Eat them. Eat the cane toad. I think I haven't seen a video of him in a while. Huh, I wonder what happened. I don't know. You think he got yoinked finally? Florida man. Ah! Purple flower! I don't know what kind of flower this is. What flower is this? Is this some kind of trumpet flower? I'm only saying that because it kind of looks like a trumpet. Yes, it is a pink trumpet vine. Pink trumpet vine. That's what this is. Also from South Africa. Again. Cool. Pink trumpet vine, but not the kind of trumpet flower that'll kill you. Probably not. Not the angel's trumpet. The one that'll make you see angels. We have angel's trumpet flowers in my backyard, and I'm pretty sure I ate one as a kid. That's probably where some of my brain damage comes from, but you know what? It's fine. Because, you know, I've asked my parents if I actually ate one of the angel's trumpets, or if it was just a dream, and they don't even know. So I think we all have brain damage. What? Wake up! Wake up! I don't know. I don't know. Next. Ah! What flowers even are these? I don't know. They look like little stars. Let me find this on my list. If it was up to me, I would call it a star flower. I don't think it's a star flower though. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. Is it? Nope. Guys, what flower is this? Oh, is this it? God, I love it when my phone decides not to load and tell me what it is. Help! Wake up! Wake up! Is it an azalea? Possibly? It's nothing. Well, it's definitely something because there's a picture of it right there. God, my thing is not loading anymore. I have to restart it. Un momento, por favor. We're finding out what this is. What is this? Oh my god, are you still not gonna freaking load? Are you broken? Is the servers down on this app? No! Can't look at any of these. I know, I don't know. I can't use my app anymore. It's just a loading screen every time I click on anything. Is this just like it down? Is it down? Is my Wi-Fi down? Can I Google something? I can Google just fine. Okay, well, how many more do we have left? I guess this is up to you guys. Do you guys want to speed run through the rest of the photos and probably not know the species names of them since my app is broken now? Or do you want to save it for the rest for another stream? I say we have maybe, I guess, maybe a little less than the same amount we did today left? Maybe. So we could speed run it, or we could do another stream. Is my app gonna work? Wait, is my app working? Ah! Yes, it's working. Hold on. Let's see if we can find out what this is. Maybe. Are these garlic chives? Is that what these are? Does anybody know what kind of flower this is? I'm looking really hard. I don't think it's on my list though. Is it garlic chive? Garlic? I don't know, it doesn't look like garlic to me. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna reverse search it. Upload! What kind of flower is this? Is this right? Is it a tuberose? I don't know. Is it a lion's heart? Lion's heart. Flower? No, that's not it either. What the hell is this? What the hell? What in the hell? White hibiscus? Or dainty white? No. Maybe it is a tuberose. Tuberose? No, but these have 6 petals and not 5. That's 5 petals. It's not a tuberose. Oh my god, we found the mystery plant. So it only has 5 petals. Dainty white. No. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck this is. I have no idea what this is. What the hell? What even is this? Myoporum parvifolium. Look it up. Myoporum parvifolium. Is this it? Oh my god, this might be it. How the hell did you find that? I think this is it, yes. It's Myoporum. Whatever the fuck that means. Creeping bubilia. No, creeping boobiala. What the fuck? Why is boob in the name? Who put boob in the name? It's creeping myoporum. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, boob flower. Ah! Beetle! Okay, I have a funny story about this beetle. So I found this beetle in my roach terrarium just randomly. And I don't know how it got there, I don't know why it got there. I don't know where it came from. But it's a June beetle. It's a big old June beetle. Very big boy. And he just showed up one day. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what even is that? That's not a roach. That's not a freaking roach. It is a watermelon beetle, or a type of scarab beetle. And they hiss like my roaches, which is maybe why he was with the roaches, because he also hisses. Maybe. Beetle. Very cute. Oh! Can anybody tell me what this creature is? What is this creature? What kind of creature is this? It's not, I'll tell you one thing, it's not a mammal. It's the last living marsupial in the US. Weird looking dog. It's a baby possum. I remember my dad found this possum during the day. Aren't marsupials mammals? Are they? I don't know. I might be wrong. I thought they weren't. But yes, it's a possum. Opossum. And it's a baby. Let me, they're mammals. Same thing. Whatever. Anyway, I know things about bugs and not possums, okay? Possums, I will say though, are very interesting because they eat bugs, all the bad bugs you don't want. They're actually pretty clean creatures, surprisingly clean creatures, and they don't get diseases like rabies very often because they're actually cold-blooded. Or not cold-blooded, but their body temperature is too cold to get things like rabies. So, they're pretty much immune to like rabies and stuff. But yeah, this was a baby, and my dad put him in his hat. And we took him out of the street because it was in the street during the day. I think it got scared out of whatever bush it was hiding in. So my dad put him in his hat and he put him back into like the bushes. And it bit me when I picked it up to get it out of the fucking street. It bit me. And at the time I didn't know about the rabies thing and how they can't really get the rabies. How they can't really get those rabies. So it bit me, and then I went to the hospital and they thought I had rabies. But I didn't have rabies because possums don't really have rabies. So anyway, that's the story of this baby possum we found in the middle of the road. It's so cute though. And they also hiss. They go I got stinky breath. Possum got rabies from biting you. Yeah, I have rabies, 100%. My brain is melting. My brain melts at all times of the day. What the heck is that? Is there a butthole? Is that a butthole? What is that? What is that? Can you guys tell me what that is? So, a while ago, me and my dad went tide pooling at a place that actually had tide pools. I love tide pools, but we don't really have any good tide pools around here, so we went pretty far to get to this tide pool stuff. But I took some pictures, so we're gonna see some tide pooling pictures. What is that? What is that big butthole-y looking thing? Can somebody tell me what that butthole looking thing is? It's a sea anemone. You're right, it is a sea anemone. It's an anemone. An anemone. An anemone. An anemone. An anemone. And it ate something, and that's why it turns into a butthole instead of sticking out its little tendrils like an anemone typically would. When they eat, they actually suck them in, and they eat, and they digest, and then they put them out to grab more things. Then they suck them in, and they look like a butthole when they're all sucked up like this. So yeah, that's a butthole right there. It's a butthole anemone. There's a bunch of little oysters and stuff around it. Oh yeah, anemone. Here's another anemone. This one has more tendrils out. Its tendrils are out a little bit better. But yeah, this is where we went tide pooling, and it didn't have too many things, but the things I did get pictures of were pretty cute. I love anemones. Did you know anemones sting? They sting. They kind of just tickle though. They don't like hurt that bad. I've been tickled by anemones before. Here's a crab. A little crab. A crab. It's a crab. This is a crab that I found in the tide pools. Look at him. He's so cute. Little crabby boy. Just a little baby crab. Small crab, not big crab. Small crab. Is there one type of stinging anemone but clownfish are immune to it? There's multiple types of stinging anemones. Multiple types. I know clownfish, yeah, apparently from Nemo. Or immune, whatever. Crab! He's so cute. I love crabs. When I was a kid, I used to go to the beach all the time, and I would lift up rocks when the tide was out, and I would lift up rocks, and there would be small crabs under them, and I'd pick them up and I'd collect them. And I remember one time I went somewhere and they had bigger crabs, and they were like purple and they were green and stuff. They were colorful crabs, and I put them in a bucket, and then for some reason my parents let me take them home, which was a really stupid idea, by the way. Don't do that, because I took them home and I was like literally 5, and I didn't understand how to take care of a damn crab. I also didn't understand the fact that they came from salt water, so I just tried to put them in a bucket and I filled it with water from the hose, and then they all died, and then it smelled like shit. The bucket smelled like shit, okay? It was just a bunch of decomposing crabs in a bucket, and it was disgusting. So if you are a parent, don't let your kids take crabs from the beach home. It's not good. Why did we all want to bring animals home? Because we're kids! We're like, oh, it's cute! It pinches me, but it's cute. Also, one time I got pinched by a crab, and its arm fell off, because that's like a self-defense thing they do, so they can pinch you and then run away. So, I got pinched by a crab, and its arm fell off, and it was attached to me, and then I grabbed it again, and its other arm pinched me. And then its other arm fell off, and then it ran away, and I was like, oh my god, no! So, somewhere out there, there was an armless crab, and it was my fault. All my fault. It's a death sentence for a crab. I know. Honestly, it's his fault, though. I wasn't even being that scary, in my opinion. Look, another crab. This one's really cute. Little green boy. Next to all that seaweed. Get in. Munch. I don't know if I have these crabs identified, what kind of crab this is. Little green crab. Alright, green crab. Let me see. Do I have? I think I have it identified. I don't know. Guys, I don't know. It's just a fucking crab. Little green crab. Little green crab. That is what it is. Hey, that's not a crab. Butt. I think that's the butt of a yellow jacket. Pretty sure that's not a bee. Pretty sure that's not a bee butt. Pretty sure that's a wasp butt. Wasp butt. Pretty sure that's a yellow jacket's butt. They have like a different texture and they're more yellow. Not a bee. Not a bee. Wasp. Yeah, it's not fuzzy eyes. Exactly. I think it's a yellow jacket. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't know what he's doing in there. He's like sucking that flower dry. He's like, Mmm, this smells good. Got a nice picture of his butt. Nice butt pic. He's got a nice yacht. Ah! Do you guys know what this is? Can you guess what kind of plant this is? I remember when I first saw this plant, I was like, what the hell is that? Because the flowers on this plant grow up really, really high. They grow up really high, and it's not a sentry plant, but it is an aloe. I don't think it lives as long as a sentry plant. I don't think it has the same routine where as soon as it flowers, it dies. I think it can flower multiple times, which makes it different. But it is an aloe. This is a, what is it called? Candelabra aloe? I think it's candelabra aloe. Yes, candelabra aloe. They bloom in the winter, which is why it's so weird when you see these guys blooming, because they bloom during the freaking winter. And you're like, what the hell? Why are these giant flowers doing out here in the middle of the winter? That's weird. It's very strange. But yes, candelabra aloe, and it blooms in the winter. Fun. Very interesting. Very strange when you see them. You're like, what the hell? Just what the heck is going on here? I love aloe. I also love aloe. Aloe is so good. I like aloe in my tea and like my boba. I don't like boba pearls. I think they're too like chewy. I don't like boba pearls. I almost always choke on them. But I like lychee jelly, and I like aloe. I love aloe. Aloe is good. I like that. I like that. I also like egg pudding in my boba and stuff. Egg pudding is good. It's like a meal and a drink. Meal and drink form. I love egg pudding. It's very filling. Flower! 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 What kind of flower is this? It kind of reminds me of an egg. Yep, that's definitely a flower. Doesn't it look like an egg to you? Yeah, it's an egg with flower. If I were to name this flower, I would name it an egg flower. It is a daffodil, you're right. It's a daffodil! Also known as an egg flower, which I'm naming it just now. It's also known as paper white bunch flower narcissus, bunch flower daffodil, Chinese sacred lily, cream narcissus, joss flower, or polyanthus narcissus. Narcissus? Narcissus. I know this one has so many names for some reason. But honestly, the best name is just egg flower. Don't worry about the UFO noises, okay? I don't worry about it. It's just Perry, okay? It's just Perry. She's watching over us. I had to pull out the UFO. She shattered her leg. Now she sits in a UFO all day. Beep beep beep. Backs up. Beep beep beep. Okay. What next? Oh, this is a good picture. It's like a carpet of flowers. Flowery carpet. Carpet. Wow. Wow. Now, what kind of carpety flower is this? Daisies? Maybe? Possibly? Do I not have this in my list either? Am I a dum-dum? Who doesn't put things in the list? I don't know why I wouldn't have this in the list. This is it. Huh. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Maybe Daisy? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. It looks Daisy-like. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do. I'm half crazy all for the love of you. Daisy, Daisy. Kind of yellow daisy. Yellow ass daisy. There's a lot of them. Is it a marguerite daisy? No, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. I don't know why I can't find this. You'd think it'd be easy to find. It's just yellow. Yellow flower. What the hell? Sometimes I worry I just scroll over these and I just miss them. Is it a golden? No, that's not it. What are you? What are you? What are you? No, it's not a tomato. What the frick? Is it a brittle bush? Might be a brittle bush. That might be what it is. Brittle bush? Brittle bush. Maybe not. I don't know. Brittle bush. Bright Lights African Daisy. Let me see. Bright Lights African Daisy. Huh. That does look very similar. But I don't know if it has the same amount of petals. I don't know if it's the same because the petals look different to me. Maybe it is though. African Daisy. Maybe. Whatever. Hey, more mushrooms! More mushrooms! Mushy, mushy, mushy! What kind of mushroom is this? Some kind of bark mushroom? Eating the bark off this tree? Om nom nom. Chicken of the woods? Is that really what it's called? Oh no, this one is called Hairy Curtain Crust. Wait, that's such a funny name. This one's called Hairy Curtain Crust. Hairy Curtain Crust. Yep. That's literally what it's called. Hairy Curtain Crust. Hairy Curtain Crust. It parasitizes dead trees. Hairy Curtain Crust. Also known as... oh, this one's the false turkey tail. Maybe, possibly. Maybe this one's the false one. Are you a Hairy Curtain Crust false turkey tail? What the hell? Best not to eat random things. Can it really be a parasite if they're already dead? Well, I think sometimes they can take over like dead limbs of a tree, so it's technically still alive, but the limb is dead. So I guess in that case it would be a parasite. I love dead wet trees. Speaking of dead wet trees, what the fuck is growing on this tree, huh? Just what the heck is that? What the heck is growing on this tree? Finger shrooms. That's a cute name. I don't think that's what it is though. Finger shrooms. Forbidden Skittles. So I think this is a slime mold. Do you guys know anything about slime molds? They're actually very interesting. Slime molds are basically an intelligent fungus It's not quite like a mushroom. It's a slime mold. It's the own thing. They're semi-intelligent fungi, and they can actually like move and stuff. And I believe this is a red raspberry slime mold. Very interesting. And they come in lots of different shapes and sizes. This is just one of them. But they always look a little weird. They always look very strange. And they are actually smart somehow. They use those to plan infrastructure for transport system. Yeah. People have been using these slime molds as like a, what is it called? They use it. They've been using it for like artificial intelligence things because they can like solve puzzles and stuff. You wouldn't think a fungus, a mold, would be able to solve puzzles, but this fucking thing apparently is smart enough. Not specifically this species of slime mold, but some slime molds are very intelligent. They basically encode previous food locations in their bodies. Yeah, they're so weird. They're super, super interesting. Very interesting. You wouldn't expect it. Also looks interesting. I wish I had a better camera so I could take like really cool up-close pictures of this, but that's the best I could get. It's the best one I could get. That's not a slime mold, that's a flower. Now what kind of flower is this? That's a dandelion. No, not a dandelion. I can tell you it's not a dandelion. Agapanthus? Maybe. I think this is a... Is this a natal lily? Let me look up agapanthus. I think it's a natal lily. Panthus. Oh, maybe it is agapanthus. What is that? Maybe it is. It does look very similar, but yellow. I think it's I'm pretty sure it's a natal lily. At least that's what my app says. But it always could be wrong. It does get things wrong sometimes. Natal lily. I'm pretty sure I found this in the Asian plant section of the garden that I went to. I guess these are from Asia, maybe? Oh yeah, bush lily, natal lily, bush lily. That's what it's called. Yup. Alright, next. Those look furry. Those look fuzzy. I wanna lick it. I wanna lick that. I wanna lick the stem. Looks fuzzy. Don't you just wanna lick it? Orchid? Is it an orchid? You got dogs at your place? My neighbors right next door, on like their roof, there's a nest of baby mourning doves. I always love mourning doves. I think they're so cool and cute, and I love the noises they make. But yeah, my neighbors my neighbors have mourning doves on their roof. Not on purpose. Not on purpose. I don't even think they like them. But I think they're cute. What is this? Is this it? I don't think that's it. No. Frick, what is it? What is this? What is this? That's not it either. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. What the hell? I can't find this one! What's this song? Shit, it just passed. It's Forest Haven. Forest Haven. Mango flower? Is that what it's called? Mango flower? No, I don't think that's it. Those look different. Oh, it's a FNAF. Shut up! No FNAF reference! We're serious here. We're serious. We're looking at flowers. It's a very serious discussion. Don't you just want to lick this flower? Again, I'm pretty sure this was in the Asian garden section. Is it an orchid? I think it's some sort of orchid. Fuzzy orchid. Orchid with fuzzy roots. Fuzzy orchid. What is it? Fuzzy orchid. I'm not coming up with anything. I can't find it. I can't find anything. Favorite rose color? Piss. Piss flavored. I like the piss flavored roses. Those are my favorite. Okay, what are... Oh, I know what this one is though. Oh, then the other one might have been... No, I don't know. Okay, so this... I actually know because I keep scrolling past it and noticing it. This right here. Actually, can you guys guess what this is called? It has a very funny name. This one has a very silly, funny name. Bleeding heart. So this is a begonia. This is a begonia. But specifically this one is called a beefsteak begonia. The beefsteak begonia. Why is it called a beefsteak begonia? I don't know. Maybe it tastes like steak when you eat it. I have no idea. But this specific one, beefsteak begonia. And actually, now that I think about it, I think this is some sort of begonia as well. Because I remember these were in the same section of the garden. And there's a bunch of begonias in this garden. I think this was also some sort of weird begonia. Yeah, this one's beefsteak flavored. Yeah, get yourself a beefsteak begonia. Now, what is this? If you say clovers, there's actually a bunch of different species of clovers. It is one species of clover, but what species of clover is it? It has a name. It's a plant. Is it actually technically a clover? I always just say anything that has these like kind of leaves is a clover, but I don't know if it actually technically is a clover. I don't know for sure. It's a flower. So this is pale pink sorrel, also known as crimson wood sorrel. It's a wood sorrel, and it is a descendant of garden escapees. Basically, somebody at some point grew this in their garden and it went crazy, and now it's all over the place. No, pale pink sorrel, sorrel, pink sorrel, sorrel, pink sorrel. Yes, another South African one. Yes, you're right. No, sorrel, not Zorro. No! Sorrel. Oh, these are cute. These are pretty cute. I don't know what it is, but it's cute. What is this? Oh, I actually found it pretty easy. What is that? What is that? Kind of looks like a reverse flower, and there's flies on it. There's flies on it. That means it must be stinky. No, this isn't full bloom. That's what it looks like in full bloom. This is full bloom. That's what it looks like. I would call it a milksop. I don't think it's a milksop. This is Croftonweed. It's also known as sticky snake root. And I believe it is one of the stinkier plants, which is why there's flies on it. Pretty sure this one's a stinky one. It is toxic to horses. And horses that eat it will develop a respiratory disease after eating it. Huh. So don't let your horse eat this shit, apparently. It is native, it's a species of flowering plant in the daisy family. And it's native to Mexico. Huh. And now it's invasive. Great. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't originate from freaking South Africa this time. It's from Mexico, but it's also invasive. But yeah, isn't that a little weird? It's like such a weird flower, but that is a flower. It's a flower. Those are flowers. Those are flowers. You gotta believe me. For real, for real. What is that? Purple. Burble. 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 Burble flower. What kind of burble flower, though? Burble. Those berries? No, 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 no. That's just the center of the flower. What do they call that? The flower's genitalia or something? I don't know. Are those buds? It's not berries. I think it's its genitals. Or maybe they're buds, I don't know. Well, I guess all flowers technically are genitals. If you think about it really hard. That is kind of what flowers are. Yeah, I did. I mean, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. What, you're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me I'm wrong? I'm not wrong. Why can't I find this? I know, I just saw this. I just saw this one. Where is it? It's purple. Purple flower. Look, wicked witch of the east. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is a Portuguese. Oh my god. What the hell? I was gonna pronounce Portuguese as Portuguese. Portuguese? It's a Portuguese skill. Squill? Portuguese squill. Portuguese squill. That's what this is called. I don't know what a fucking squill is, but that's apparently what this is, so... Yeah, Portuguese squill. Portuguese squill. It's hard to say when squill comes after Portuguese, okay? You get them mixed up. It's either a Portuguese squill or a Portuguese skill. And you'll never know which one it is. We're actually almost done with our photos for the day. What the heck is that? What's that? See, this was right next to the squill. What is that? What is that? Bellflowers? Yeah, it's bluebells. Bluebells. Specifically Spanish bluebells. I love bell-shaped flowers. They make me really happy. I like lilies of the valleys too. I think they're really pretty. I've only ever seen one though in real life. Obviously, all the photos I've shown today is not everything I've ever taken a picture of. A lot of the pictures I take are blurry and shitty and bad. These are just the ones that are acceptable. But still, we had a lot. So, yes, it's a bluebell. Spanish bluebell. At least you have touch grass and have proof. Well, you can touch grass and have proof too. Oh, this is not even a plant. This is just a good photo I took. Just a pretty ass photo. I thought this was really pretty because the sky kind of looked like it had brush strokes. Doesn't it kind of look like someone took a little white paintbrush and like just stroked the clouds? Yes, and of course we've got the big chemtrail that goes straight through the sun. I don't know, I just thought this was really pretty. I want to paint it, you know? It looks like something I could paint. I want to paint that. Chemtrails. Looks like a very much painted sky. Okay, actually back to flowers. Now what's this? What is that? I'm looking for the name. The yellow part is butter. It is kind of buttery. Not as lickable as the one with the fuzzy stem though. What's that? It's a Hungarian something? It's an iris? I feel like I definitely have this one somewhere on my phone, but I'm not finding it. Hyacinth? No, I don't think it's a hyacinth. This one had singular flowers. Hyacinth typically have like lots of flowers? I think it's an iris of some sort. Iris? Some kind of iris, maybe? No, app, don't do this again. Don't load forever again. No. Hyacinths bloom in a weird tower shape. I don't know. I don't know 100% what it is, but I do think it's a iris of some sort. Question mark? Maybe. I don't know. I guess I'll just move on. I don't know what it is. Ah! Big orange flower. Orangey. Mystery food? What? Poppy? Is it a poppy? I don't know. I wish I could like search on this thing by color or something. Like find me all the orange ones. Oh, you're right. It might be a geranium. No, maybe geranium. I don't know. Maybe not. Orange. I've gotta look for orange. Oh. It's a garden nasturtium. Nasturtium. What? Garden nasturtium, also known as Indian cress or monk's cress. Originated from Bolivia. This flower is Bolivian? Interesting. Nasturtium. Nasturtium sounds like they're calling it nasty. Doesn't look that nasty to me. Oh, look at the tiny mushrooms! Aren't they so cute? I love mushrooms. Uh-oh. They're so tiny. Can anybody tell me what kind of mushroom this is? Baby mushroom? I think this is, but of course my app might be wrong. I think this is orange mycena? Orange mycena, maybe? They're so cute! These might be honey mushrooms? Wait, let me check the honey mushroom. Mycena? Maybe. It could also be tiny honey mushrooms. Yeah, I think it is young, whatever kind of mushroom it is. Very tiny baby mushroom. But my map says mycena. Okay, next. Oh! You remember how I say I find a lot of dead birds? So I found this dead bird the other day. I think it probably died because of bird flu, but look at it. Isn't it beautiful? It's I know it's an owl. It's a barn owl. But like, look at how beautiful it is. I know it was dead though because its eyes were eaten by bugs, but even in death, owl is still beautiful. I find them under cars all the time. This was just like dead in a park. Nothing hit it. It seemed like it was fine. It seemed like it just died randomly. So I'm guessing it was from the bird flu. Because I found this owl very recently. But I don't know. Sometimes I find death to be very beautiful. Look at, like, they look so peaceful. It's a very peaceful owl taking a nap forever. That one's not in the freezer. No, it's not. It was very big. Kind of want to know what kind of flower is this? Barn owls look so cuddly. I know. Some kind of tree flower. This one's from a tree, I can tell you that much. Tree flower. I'm looking through my list. The bird flew? Yeah, they tend to do that. Yeah, you're right, it did fly to its death. Shut up. Again, I don't know. I forgot. Oh no, I don't know again. It's a freaking flower, bro. I don't know. Tree flower. Flower on a tree. Flower tree. Nipplewort. It's not nipplewort. Is it Dune Comet? Today? I don't think that's right. Oh, it might be more rhododendron. That might be what it is. I think it is rhododendron. 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 I think that's what it is. Rhododendron. Oh, hey, more inky cap mushroom. This was the inkiest inky cap mushroom I've ever seen. Shaggy mane inky cap mushroom. So you can actually see some of the inkiness on it, but not much. They're very cool, and they're very inky. Shaggy mush. Shaggy inky cap. It's inky at the bottom. You can't even see it's a little drippy. It's a little drippy. I like my mushrooms drippy, bruh. You bet, you bet. You bet I like my mushrooms drippy, bruh. I wish I could find a drippier inky cap, but not much luck. Look at this flower. Isn't this a weird ass flower? I don't remember when I was a kid, but this flower used to grow in my backyard. And the bees and the butterflies freaking love this flower. This one looks like a child's drawing. Don't be mean to him. Don't be mean. This is a passion flower. Yes, it's a blue crown passion flower. Blue crown passion flower. And it's native to South America. But yeah, they look so weird and they grow in vines. Apparently they also grew a weird orange fruit that tastes like nothing. Look at it. It's such a weird ass flower. Okay, we're almost done. We have 2 more to go. Okay, I know what this is off the top of my head. What kind of flower is this? What kind of flower is this? I'll give you guys some guesses. I actually know this one. I don't even have to look at my thing. It's a pine cone. No! No, it's not a pine cone. No. This is a dahlia. This one's a dahlia. This is a garden dahlia. Dahlias are freaking massive also. They're very pretty and they come in lots of different colors. But yes. Dahlia. That's a dahlia. And then, wait, is that my last one? That's it! That's the last one! We've gone through all of them. We've gone through all the photos. Finish! It only took us 3 hours and 20 minutes. We've done it! At long last! Oh. Give more? I don't have more. Those were pictures I've collected over like 3 years. No foot fungus? No, I don't have foot fungus. I also don't shop at Burger King. I haven't been to Burger King since I was like 2. Is Burger King any good? I feel like nobody ever talks highly about Burger King. What is Burger King even good at? What do they do that's good? Well, the only thing I know about Burger King is that one guy that was on a plane with a Burger King hat. What about your pets? I had a couple pictures of pets in there. I showed my chicken beeper, and I showed, my cockroaches. I don't have any pictures of my cats, though. The plane guy? Yeah. Original chicken sandos? I don't know. Burger King, Burger King. They have chicken fries? I don't know. But yeah, we just went through everything I've collected, all the best photos, and oh my god. Hopefully you enjoyed all the nature today, specifically the funguses. The funguses are always my favorite. I like the funguses and I like the bugs. But I have officially run out of photos now. So if we ever do this again, it can't be my photos. It'll have to be your guys' photos. So if you ever take pictures of cool plants and animals and bugs or fish or funguses, fungi, you can. I would appreciate it if you post in the Discord, and I will look at them, and I will look at how beautiful they are. Maybe one day, if we collect enough, we'll be able to go through them and do another stream like this. Maybe. But I appreciate looking at them either way. I miss the daily snooze. It wasn't daily. It was never daily. It was never ever daily. I would die if it was daily. Oh, you know what? Okay, so get my schedule. Let me get my schedule out. There it is. It's so big. Why is it so big? Why are you so large? Okay. Here's my schedule for the week. Since I didn't stream yesterday, I'm showing it today. This is my schedule. Look at it, look at it, look at the cute art, look at the schedule. Wow, 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 wow. So, we obviously did, today is the nature ZATSU, and Monday has already passed, so don't worry about those 2 days. But, tomorrow, once again, we have Pokemon with Toka on her channel. And then on Thursday, on my channel, we are going to be drawing Pokemon from memory with a bunch of artists. So, me and Toka, and also, Viera Vanilla from, AKA, and also Tabby. She's a cute artist, VTuber. So we'll be doing, it'll be a drawing stream, and we're gonna be drawing Pokemon from memory, and I expect it to be really cute and funny, since we're all, like, pretty decent artists, kind of, sometimes, maybe. Not the best artist. And then Friday, not on my channel, I will be doing animal video review with Kiki Pion on her channel. We'll be showing each other cute animal videos, and I'm planning to show her some funny bug videos too. Which hopefully she likes. And then nothing on Saturday, and on Sunday I have not decided what we're gonna do yet, but Toka and Yui might have invited me to a collab, so I might be doing something with them on Sunday, maybe? Question mark? Possibly? I don't know, we'll see. Sunday's up in the air. But yeah. That's the schedule for this week. Mostly collabs. I know I've been streaming a lot less, and honestly I think it's good for me. I think it's a good thing for me. You know, so when I do stream, make sure you note it, and make sure you get the reminder or whatever, where you click on the thingy, the waiting room, and then you get the reminder or whatever. I don't know, you should do that. You should make sure you're always there, because I'm gonna do less. But I'll see you guys tomorrow on Toka's channel, or if you're not there for Toka and me playing Pokemon, then I will gladly see you guys on Thursday here once again on my channel for drawing Pokemon by memory, which I think will be really fun and really cute. We've got so many cute girls, so many cute artists, and it's gonna be so cute. Okay, it's just gonna be so cute. So also, we're gonna let you just guys pick some of the Pokemon for us to draw by memory, so definitely be there if you like Pokemon and want to force us to draw the weird ones. So yeah, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye bye.